Red faces Blake Monroe tonight, sold out here in Houston.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 320 pounds. He is the winner of Season 1 of LFG, Jasper Troy.
Corey, it's easy to imagine Jasper not in a good mood.
This is an angry young man driven by demons, but incredibly talented after the bell rings. Ricky Saints could be in for a long night here in Houston.
This is the Revolution.
And his opponent, weighing in at 200 pounds, Ricky Saints.
First time these two have met one-on-one. It happens here live on NXT.
This is the biggest mistake Ricky Saints has made in his career, man.
NXT on the CW is presented by Progressive. Save when you bundle auto, home, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
Look, I'm not going to outright disagree with your assessment about Ricky Saints, but you have to understand Saints' mentality. He was attacked in the middle of a Falls Count Anywhere match backstage by Jasper Troy.
I mean, you got to be kidding me, right? I mean, Ricky Saints came in the domain of this monster. And when you step into the domain of a monster, that's what happens, man. That's exactly what happens.
Well, I hope Ricky has insurance tonight, because Saints is going to need to be an Iron Man in this matchup to survive Jasper Troy.
Well, listen, I think Saints fully aware there's no way in hell he's going to overpower Jasper Troy, so Saints going to have to rely on his experience and his quickness advantage.
I'm glad you brought up the North American champion, because on the topic, the self-proclaimed greatest North American, Ethan Page, still to come. And to Graves' point, Booker, your mantra is mind your business, right?
It is.
Then why did Troy interject himself into the aforementioned North American Championship match at Great American Bash?
If you come in my house, what you expect? What you expect? Something's going to happen to you.
What house?
I'm not going to say what.
What house did he walk into?
If you walk into my house, on my domain, something's going to happen to you. I'm not going to say what, but something's going to happen to you.
Even our general manager, Ava, called his behavior absolutely unacceptable. Bam!
God!
Monster, baby. Monster. You got to pick your poison with a guy like Jasper. You don't want to. This guy is dangerous, man.
I agree with you 100%. Saints out of the way just in time. Jasper Troy is an extremely angry, somewhat tormented young man, but he is extremely effective inside the ring, as Saints is finding out right now.
Ricky Saints trying to slow the pace for at least a moment. And Graves, how has Saints done dealing with really the first adversity he has felt since arriving here to NXT?
Well, listen, we've got Ethan Page, who's been a thorn in Saints' side, predating Saints' arrival in NXT. But Jasper Troy, cover here.
Kick out by Saints.
Jasper Troy is the first man who may be able to physically dominate Ricky Saints in a way that Saints has not encountered since arriving.
And Booker, what's your advice been to Jasper Troy after roughly 6 weeks here in NXT?
You know what? Just slow it down just a little bit. But I would not change one thing about Jasper Troy. This guy is onward and upward, dog.
Can Ricky Saints bounce back? And Graves, Ricky Saints is hurt right now. You can see him favoring that left wrist, maybe even his elbow of sorts.
It's a result of the power of Jasper Troy and his blatant disregard for the well-being of fellow humans.
And I want to go back to what Booker said earlier. You question what Ricky Saints is even thinking, wanting to step in to a matchup with Jasper Troy.
Let's look at this. Jasper Troy is carrying a full-grown man on his shoulder back into the ring. This is ridiculous power.
Able to escape for just a moment, charging in and getting caught one more time. And maybe looking for a massive choke slam. Look at the eyes of Jasper Troy. Can only imagine the fear in Ricky Saints for a moment. Saints doing his best to fight back.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The keys to victory for Ricky Saints is trying to stay on his bicycle. But that's not about to happen. Not here tonight. Drop it on him, son. Drop it on him. Oh, yes,
right
man.
Down to the side, into the ribs.
It don't
Jasper
matter.
Troy, no remorse again.
I love it. I love that. This man right here, this is money. I'm talking about greenbacks. I'm talking about Geeters, man. That's what this dude is.
LFG Season 1 winner has made an impact very quickly, and yet again.
Crushing.
Cover this time after the third splash, and a kick out by Ricky Saints.
Credit where it's due to Saints for the tenacity to keep going in this one after a series of vicious splashes from the monster.
The thing is, Ricky Saints, he doesn't need to be here in this match. He doesn't have to be here. He's a man with a lot of pride. He want to be redeemed, but why? Why go about it this way?
I don't think the fans here that are sold out here in Houston are really helping out Ricky Saints. I think they're just angering Jasper Troy, who has made it very clear he wants everyone to bend at the knee, is starting to fight back in this match as Saints, and just gets stopped and then dropped.
Oh, drop the hammer. Drop the hammer, son. Check him out, just stalking him right now like a bear.
Jasper just continuing to apply the offensive pressure. And Graves, from the short time we've been around Jasper Troy, this is a monster that doesn't blink.
An absolutely terrifying human being. He, much like I mentioned, Nico Vance, has that 1,000-yard stare about him. But what little we do know about Jasper Troy is he's had a rough life. He's a very angry man. Things haven't always gone his way. He's had to scratch and claw for every little scrap he's ever been able to get his hands on.
As this matchup is continuing on, I look at both you guys and kind of wonder, are you more so impressed with Jasper Troy as he goes into another cover, hook of another leg, and another kick out of Ricky Saints? Jasper Troy has dominated Ricky Saints since the start.
I don't know how anyone watching this can't be impressed by Jasper Troy. You may be rooting for Ricky Saints. You may want Ricky Saints to somehow pull this out, but you have to respect what Jasper Troy is doing in the ring right now. To a veteran, mind you. A world-traveled star like Ricky Saints being dominated.
Former champion here in NXT.
Oh, baby, you just pissed him off.
As you said earlier, Booker, just getting absolutely mauled right now.
I'm gonna tell you, Jasper Troy, you talk about his background and how this guy came up. He looks at Ricky Saints as nothing more than a meal. That's it. That's it. And he's ready to eat. That's what I'm talking about.
I just looked up into the eyes of Ricky Saints, and he might be questioning some life decisions right now because Jasper Troy looking to drop Saints here on NXT.